What would it have been like to stand at the edge of the world and stare off into a heart of darkness, into a fortress of something so terrifying and terrible and unknown, a veil by which 1,000 screams can be heard, terrible, shrieking utterances of the most profoundly uncomfortable and unconvincing voices? Will you waver in its presence, or will you stand up to the occasion? Will you waver in its presence, or will you fall at your feet at the impossibility of the unknown? Well, comrades, we shall soon find answers to all of those questions, as I am precisely in the position that I left off last episode. Oh, well, slightly more prepared than I was then, to venture into the Nether for the very first time. And without any further ado, I think I've belabored the anticipation that I was trying to build for getting there. We are here. Oh boy. Oh, my dog. Ah! Oh, I'm greeted by a friend. How dare you? I'm greeted by... I couldn't possibly, and he's gone as soon as he arrived. You know, I was wondering why I only had one dog. Oh wait, no he's not. Hold on. This is quite confusing for me now. This is really terribly confusing. I have a second... oh well. I suppose the question as to whether the other dog went has now been answered, as he's here. And I hope I can send him back on his merry way, as... Sir, your presence will not be required in this hellish realm, and I haven't even had the opportunity to soak in exactly where I am. But, can you please come back over here, please, and, perhaps go through the portal? Yes, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna send him back, because, I do not need you to accompany me here, and you are gone, I hope. So you're gonna, like, teleport out the other side? Nope. You have disappeared. Okay, and I'm also going to do this, as I think... Yeah, that worked. Never been able to use a compass in the Nether until they introduced the lodestone block. And that was quite fascinatingly useful. What biome is this? Let's have a look here. Crimson Forest. Looks pretty beautiful, honestly. Some of the new biomes that they introduced to the Nether, I know wasn't a recent... introduction or feature added to the game, but it is one that has enhanced its overall appeal. Actually, those were some chickens from the overworld as well. So I'm really encountering... Oh boy, I've got to be careful with where I place my steps. Not in the overworld anymore. Toto, this isn't what's the quote? Toto, this isn't Kansas anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore. Toto, something like that. More or less. I'm not the biggest Wizard of Oz fan ever, but I do remember that quote because it's quite famous and important. And yeah, I'm being introduced to all these demonic beasts that live here. Is that pig on fire? Yeah, you can light the pigs on fire. That's good. Make a bit of bacon for me, because I'm not interested in getting into a tussle with one of them. Well, okay. Need to keep away. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make my way out of this foresty area, as I do not want to get attacked and die as soon as I get here. I'm really looking for a fortress, I think, or is it a bastion? Fortress or a bastion that really would hold the most amount of treasure, or the opportunity to gather treasures, and then I need to kill a bunch of blazes. Yeah, this is going to be quite an intensive mission. I should probably, like, do a survey of all the various things that I want to get done. Don't tell me I didn't bring enough cobblestone. I barely brought any cobblestone at all, which is really poor. That's very poor. I can't believe I did that. I was thinking as soon as I came that there's some terribly important item that I've left behind with me, something critical to my mission, and I've just completely forgotten about it. And I suppose I've already uncovered one thing that I've forgotten, that's to bring enough blocks, but once I get in the clear, which should be over here, whoops, it was unintentional. Oh, followed by a friend. Actually, I'm going to kill him quickly. I'm just going to put this into my inventory. Yeah, there we go. Things are looking up. And I don't think I've upset the pigmen by killing that other pig boss. Unless they get upset with me. Nope, okay. Yeah, we should be good. And then these things are little sources of experience. They're fantastic. I don't need that many, but I'm going to collect quite a few items while I'm here. So I don't have to come back here so often. Not that it's the most terrible thing in the world. The Nether is just a portal away, I suppose, and I have one in my base now, so it's not like I'm precluded from such an opportunity to make my way across realm, travel interdimensionally to get to the Nether. But again, I don't want to be spending too much time here. I prefer the overworld, the comforts of trees and rivers and bows and crests and rivers and mountains. I already said rivers, and lovely water sources and pigs and natural creatures, flowers, birds chirping. All of those comforts that I so oft appreciate when they are in my presence, and then you get to the other side and the grass seems greener. You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. Anyway, I should get a move on instead of being so sentimental and reminiscing upon the overworld. I've only been here for a couple of minutes, and I'm already waxing lyrical about the pleasures of which I've been deprived. Oh well. Yeah, this is also a great opportunity for me to collect gold, as when I was... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I did bring my golden apples. I couldn't forget those. Actually, I'm going to keep them, like, handy. So, generally you use a golden apple in a pinch, and it's not like you have to, like, reef through your bundle. You have to find where you put them. And that should be a good thing that I have those there. Again, in the event of an emergency. Let's hope they won't have to be used. But it may be the case that it is, and I'll be prepared in such circumstances. Blackstone. Yeah, when I was making the golden apples, I realized how little gold that I have. So, I'm going to do my best in order to collect some gold on this trip, so that I'm not running dry anytime soon. And then I can also get started on my mineshaft ambitions, which is to create a fully functional rail system that'll get me right from the very bottom of my world to the overworld, I suppose. The altitude level of water. Okay, coming up here. You can very quickly run into dead ends in the Nether, and by the looks of things I'm approaching such a dead end, but hopefully with a bit of digging and luck I'll be able to make it out the other side. Also keeping in mind that I don't have many blocks. Oh boy, I'm sure some of you would have been watching me as I was about to go and looked at how many pieces of cobblestone I have in my inventory and lamented the fact that I was so stupid as to not make myself aware, make myself the wiser. Oh well. Also, yeah, I don't want to dig up into lava. I suspect I might do if I continue going straight up. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. Crisis averted, somewhat. Oof. This really is just a place where you can die in a matter of moments and lose all of your items. It's not like I'll ever be able to find my way back here. So if I survive this as a player who's somewhat prone to dying, then it will be none other than divine intervention that caused me as such. Divine intervention is a miracle, of course. The hand of God, providence, and the like. Let's get this gold while I have the opportunity to do so. And I brought all of my enchanted items with me, including this protection 4 diamond chestplate. Oh, and netherite, that's another thing that I need, which I so often forget because it's one of the newer features to the game. But I do want netherite armor. Not entirely sure, actually, like the process that's required to get that. I hear that it's pretty intensive, but so I'll find that out for myself. And is it... No, I need to put that into a crafting table. Okay. This is a pretty good area. I don't see a fortress, though. I don't see a fortress. Don't see a bastion. This kind of basalty What block is this? I think it's basalt, yeah. Yeah, it's the same block. Useful, but not what I'm here for. I'm here for the whole 9 yards. I'm with the full Nether experience in all its glory. It's all its trial and oftentimes tribulation, but mostly trial. It's mostly great. Ooh, I almost walked it down there. Mostly immense difficulty that I'll be facing when I come to this realm. And I cannot for the life of me see where I should go. I don't want to navigate this for much longer, but it looks like I will be. I want to go in the direction that I am planning to. And oh boy, I'm going to get away from that great big escarpment, looking down into a pool of lava. And there, yeah, get out the other side. That looks better than being here. Oh boy. You think that you might be able to look over a ledge and see like a little vantage point below that if you fell, it'd save you. Oh, okay. Actually, that's what I want. That's what I want over there. But, oh, whoops. But, yeah, you look down and there's just nothing but lava. A great big pool of lava. And I don't have any potions either. If I do fall, I can't, like, drink something that's gonna save me. Like, oof. What do I have? Fire protection on my leggings, but that probably won't be enough. Certainly don't have, anything of the like of a fire resistance potion. Would be most useful, but maybe next time I'm venturing here, I'll have the resources to make something like that. And we are almost there. I'm gonna put this now. Oop. Yeah, I think this structure is heavily guarded by piglins and hoglins. And everything in between. I almost fell again. Actually, is it? It is below here, right? Or is it over there? Somewhere here. I thought I saw something. Yeah, this is what I saw. We don't want to make enemies out of the zombie pigmen. But, yeah, okay. Ugh. Those beasts. Those terrible, formidable beasts that tell the portents of something terrible and tragic. Yeah, you are just not going to leave me alone, will you? Okay. Oh, get started. Oh man, there's an entire squad of them. Oh boy, oh boy. This is not good. You have a sword. I should be able to just pick them off with the arrows. Yeah. It's the benefits of having a powerful bow. And also not being able to aim, which is just fantastic. I think I do need to pick up a gold piece, which I should be able to make. Try and make a helmet here. And then they will immediately come to trust me, as they will perceive me as one of their own and not a foe. I presume that's how it works. But then again, I don't think I'm going to be able to touch any of the chests or the gold itself. And then I've already killed a bunch of them. So that might be a slight inconvenience to forming solid, benevolent relationships with the locals. Yeah, see, they trust me. But I think if I went and touched the gold, say, that relationship would quickly sour. Okay. Well, alright, those were the days. What does that mean? It's cryptic, but I'm sure it has very important meaning. Here we are, I guess. I wonder if, oop. That was not a threat. Please don't perceive that as a threat. It was merely me misclicking, and, it seems to be quite friendly with me. Actually, you look like you're running ahead. Yes, you are. Alright. The child. Get... Oh, whoa. Okay. That was intense. Leave me alone, please. Wonder if it's the case that they'll like start respawning, or I can just like kill as many as I possibly can, and then enough of them will die where they'll leave me alone after. I also don't know. I think these aren't. Well, sounds like there's a larger one besides this little pig. Hehe. I'm gonna get you, buddy. Oop, oop, whoa, oh. Done. I'm making bacon. I tell you what, folks. I'm getting into it, and I really do think if I destroy this block that I'm gonna anger the entire village, and that's gonna set them all off to a point of endemic calamity, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I want the gold. I have dragon sickness. Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind. He has an enchanted crossbow though, so I don't really want to find out whether he does mind. That could be quite problematic for me very quickly. And, whoops. Can't tell whether I'm listening to, like, the pigs, or I'm listening to the hogs, because it's the case I'm, listening to the former, then perhaps it'll be alright, but if it's hogs, then I don't want any of them to attack me again. And they do quite a bit of damage. I don't know where the chests are. I know that there are chests. Some of them are hidden, some of them are not. Are more publicly accessible than others, but I'm just going to keep looking and hope that I get lucky and find enough of them before I have to resort to searching it up on the internet to get a better idea. But I've seen like speedrunners go through these things and they'll like raid the entire place in a matter of seconds, and they'll find all the chests, which are often quite hidden and in places you wouldn't expect. And then also the gold blocks are quite hidden. But so far I haven't found a single chest, which is not ideal. But that's something that I'm just gonna have to manage myself. Ah, there's one. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, that was it was pretty devastating, that axe shot. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a bunch of them. Get you. Alright, I think I've fallen down to this level, and it seems like I have less allies around here than I did. Well, not so much allies, but... Whoa, you are very fast. Someone ever told you that before? Oh. I've never known true danger like that thing Oh god, traveling at that speed it was, coming to get me with an axe waving around in my face. Yeah, maybe this is a good opportunity to put that into my inventory, so that, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that out. Whoa. Oh, there's another down there. I'm gonna get these things while I can. What I don't want them to do is to, like... Whoa!
No, you just need to believe. Promise me, Shifu. Promise me you will believe. My time has come. You must continue your journey without me.
Master! You can't leave me!